everyone, so today I'm back with a new product review. Today I'm reviewing a foundation, and this is the Makeup Forever HD foundation, Invisible Cover foundation, which was kind of weird to me that it was called Invisible Cover because I know this is like a medium to full coverage foundation. I bought this when I was in Dublin a few weeks ago in the Makeup Forever store. It's the only one available in Ireland, but you can check their website to see where stock is there where you live. It was quite expensive. This foundation is €40, so it is definitely one of the higher range foundations. So I'm looking forward to putting it to the test. It's a HD foundation, so it has pigments in it that is very good for being on screen or behind lights and in front of a camera kind of thing. Even though I'm on screen to you right now, I wanted to try it as an everyday foundation anyway. Well, obviously I have to try it as a foundation because I'm not on camera all the time, but okay, never mind. So yeah, I'll be trying this out today. I'm wearing it now. So this is the finish it gives. It is quite matte, even though it does look, it kind of lets my natural shine come through, but it does control any oiliness. It is an oil-free moisturizing conditioner, I was going to say, an oil-free moisturizing foundation. So it does leave my natural shine come through, but I don't look shiny, I don't think. It's just nice. Now I do have a bit of blush on today with a bit of shimmer, so you can kind of like ignore that. But I haven't set this foundation, or I haven't applied any contour or any other kind of a powder. So this is just the foundation doing the work today. I am in the shade 110, which is the second lightest colour. I didn't see the lightest colour in store, but I'm just looking at the website now, and there is a lighter colour called 107 Pink. It looks very pink actually, so this one is actually kind of in between the ivory and the lightest colour. I was kind of between this is 110, I was 110 to 115. I kind of went with this, I just felt it worked a bit better on my skin. So yeah, there is a good shade range. There's about 26 different colours. Like you might be able to see there on the website, there's 26 different colours, so there's a good shade range, which I'm very, very happy to see. So hopefully if you're interested in buying it, you will find one that matches you fairly well. Packaging wise, it's actually really, really nice packaging. It is plastic, but it is quite luxurious looking. It has the kind of clear plastic on the outside. Pump applicator, and you have your shade there. Is it on the bottom? It's on the bottom as well, but you have your little sticker with your shade on the bottom. So packaging, I really like the packaging. It's just very nice looking. Application, I will show you on the next clip how it went, how I was applying it. What else? So the whole HD thing is because, yeah, it has the pigments for being on screen or behind a camera or in front of lights. Enriched with the moisturizing agent. HD foundation moisturizes and prepares the skin for makeup. I found that a bit odd because I applied it and I found I had a little bit of dry skin around my nose, and I found it did stick to that a little bit. So I'm not sure about the moisturizing thing. I think if you have dry skin, it may tend to stick to it a little bit. Again, it's my first time trying it, but just first impressions, I thought it was sticking to it a little bit. HD foundation is an oil-free medium to full coverage liquid foundation. So I'm putting this to the test now. It is currently, let me show you what time it is. Okay, it's 9:26, so we'll call that like 9:30. I will check back in another few hours. I'm going out and about today. It's actually raining, so I will be putting this to the test. So I'll skip on now to me applying the foundation. Okay, so this is my first time ever applying the Makeup Forever HD foundation. My skin is quite clear. I have no blemishes at the moment, so I can't really do any blemish test or anything. So here is my naked skin. I'm going to apply it with the Real Techniques. This is the buffing brush. Okay, oh that's handy. The number is actually, I'm not sure you can see there, but the shade is there. So I'm going to pump out, okay, 1 second, this is the first pump, so I'm not sure how much comes out. Okay, so the pumps are pretty small, so that's how much comes out in one pump. So I'll just start applying. Okay, so it's quite liquidy. It's not too thick. I was thinking it might be a bit thick considering it's meant to be medium to full coverage. Okay, so it blends really, really easily. As you can see, my shade is quite light. I think it's actually the lightest shade they have. Okay. I don't think there's any major smell off it either. I'm just going to have to do another pump. Okay, the pump is a little bit bigger now. So that's how much you're getting in a pump. So I think maybe 2 pumps is going to be enough to do my full face. And yeah, I don't get any major smell off it, which is grand. Okay, it applies really smoothly, and you can see straight away I'm getting a good bit of coverage. Okay, so I'm just going to blend out the rest of this. Okay, so I have finished my face. It does give good coverage. I haven't put on enough to do full coverage because this is just day-to-day kind of wear. I'm wearing it for today. So as you can see, it does give very good coverage. I don't even necessarily need a concealer, but I feel a little uncomfortable without concealer. So covered, as I said, I didn't have any problem areas, but I did have a good bit of redness. As you can see, I'm pretty much a blank canvas now. I would say my nose is a little dry. So I can see it gathers a little bit if you have dry skin, so I'm not sure if it's going to suit someone with very dry skin. It dries kind of fast. You can blend it fine, but once it dries almost powdery. Like I have a little bit of dryness around here because I've been sniffly, and I can see it a small bit, so I'm not sure how that would work for people with dry skin. But there is the full face covered now. Okay, so I am back and it is now, okay, it's just gone 4 o'clock. So I've had this on my face for like 6.5, half 9, half 10, half 11, half 12, half 1, half 2, yeah, 6.5 hours. And this is how I'm looking. It looks really good as far as I can see. Now I'll zoom in a little bit. Perhaps more of my natural oils have come through a little bit, but I don't think I look particularly shiny. If I had my brush, one second, I'm just going to get my brush just to buff it in a little bit. Okay, so I have my brush, so I'm going to buff it in a little bit. Before I do, I just want to look at it properly. Okay, so I see it kind of, I'm not sure if you can see on camera, I don't think you can, but in person it settles into my pores a little bit. Around here is where I tend to get most porous. And it doesn't look very bad. It's definitely one of the best. Like if I look really closely, it settles a little bit into my pores. So I think maybe using a primer with this probably would work better. I'm just not sure what primer would work best with it. A little around my nose it has come through too. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not sure how far to zoom in. I think you might be able to see here and here it's worn away a little bit, but around my lips and around my eyes it hasn't creased or anything like that. So it's very much still in place. Maybe just I'm a little bit shiny in my normal areas. So I'm just going to buff in here. Just kind of buff the oils back into my face kind of. I know it sounds disgusting, but I'm not adding any extra product. I'm just kind of smoothing out anything that has settled on my face just to move it around and kind of use the product that is on my face. I feel like I don't even need to touch my forehead or anything. But yeah, just to kind of buff over this. And I found this as well with my other Inglot HD foundation. I'll leave a review of that below as well. It was the same thing. It stayed on the face very well. I just kind of needed to buff it in after a few hours wear. So it's actually looking really good. Yeah, really good. For that's over 6 hours. So again, I will check back this evening. Oh, again. Also I didn't actually point out, I've been out and about, in case you can't tell from my like crazy hair and stuff. It's really windy and rainy today, so this has been put kind of to a weather test as well, so I'm really happy it's lasted very well in that. So yeah, just a little side point. So I will check in again this evening. Alright everyone, so it's kind of the end of the evening now. It is now 7:30. Oh, I just got a message from Riona. Hi Riona! So it is 7:30 in the evening, so I've had the foundation on for the whole day, like 10 hours. And here we go. I haven't touched it up apart from that one time today when I done it on camera. It lasts really well. I'm really happy with how it lasts. Now at the moment, it might look a bit extreme. I look a bit shiny on camera. It's not as apparent in person. I feel like it's just on camera. So obviously it is nighttime at the moment now, so I do have my lighting on. So there you can see how it looks under lighting. It looks really good. This is 10 hours of wear and it's still looking really good. The only bit of wear I can see is my usual spot around my nose. I will zoom in a bit. It's a bit strange to kind of zoom into my nose. One second now if it'll focus. Okay, so I think you might be able to see around here I have a little bit of wear. And on the underside of the belly I can kind of see there just a bit of wear around my nose, but other than that it hasn't come off my chin. Slightly come off my chin here. You can see that shine coming through. My forehead's looking good, under the eyes are looking fine. It's really good. I can't believe this is 10 hours of wear. Also I'm wearing the HD concealer. I'm not sure if I showed you that, but I might do a separate review on that if you're interested. But there it is after 10 hours of wear, so I'm actually really happy with it. Again, like I don't need to apply more product. It's just a matter of kind of buffing it in is all that I need to do. So I'm really happy with the longevity of this foundation. I also want to test it, as I did say actually as well, just about a little bit porous. So I think using a primer with this would be much better. I'm actually going to try it with a primer tomorrow, and I'm going to do it full coverage, because today I done 1.5 pumps. The first pump wasn't really a full pump, so 1.5 pumps to my entire face for day-to-day wear. Tomorrow I'm going to up the amp and make it full coverage. I want to build it up and see how much coverage I get. And even though today was fairly good coverage, you can see from before and after, I covered my redness and any freckles and stuff. So the next clip will be me doing it full coverage. Okay, so today I'm going to try it full coverage. I'm going to use my Real Techniques Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to buff the rest of it out then with the buffing brush. Is this called the buffing brush? The buffing brush. So yeah, I'll probably fast forward this part, but I'm going to apply a little more product, apply a bit more intensely, insert and more concentrated and build it up. So here we go. Okay, so there we go. I've applied kind of what I think is full coverage, and it has basically covered everything. Again, I didn't have any spots or anything, but you can see kind of from the befores and after the kind of coverage it gives. I wouldn't say it's the fullest I've ever seen, but it's definitely a medium to full. It's on the fuller side of a medium foundation. I still think Estee Lauder Double Wear, you can't beat that for coverage, but I guess this is pretty good coverage, so I'll put it some before and afters. It's much better with the primer, definitely much better with primer. I'll show you a bit up close. I think my nose is much better this time. The last time my nose was a bit dodgy. My forehead is a little dry though. Kind of the rest of my face is fine. I think my nose is much better, so I definitely think working this with a primer is much better, but I still do feel that if you have any dry patches it will kind of stick to it a bit. Not too bad, but definitely I have a little bit of dryness which it tends to stick to a little bit. Okay, so those are kind of my final thoughts on the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I have to say, overall, for the money that I paid, which is in around the €40 area, I was expecting major things from foundation for that price, and to be honest, I'm not hugely wowed by it. Now, it did have good lasting power. I thought the coverage would be more full. I was expecting it just to do something magical, and it just didn't. It is a lovely foundation. It's really nice, gives you a great base to do your makeup out with. It does look lovely. It looks great on camera. That is the one thing I do think with these HD foundations. They do look great on camera, like in photos and on film. Day to day, I don't think you need to spend that much on a foundation just for day to day wear. Maybe if you are on camera a lot and like that, like behind lights and things, but there's just something holding me back from saying this is an amazing foundation, you need it. Because I can't say that. You don't need this foundation in your life. I've tried better, but there's something about it that I do really like. So I'm kind of torn and I don't know what it is. I think if this was cheaper, I'd be more inclined to say, go for it, go get it. But it's not. It's €40, it's very expensive, and for that much, I wanted to do something special. And I don't think it does something extra special, but it does have a great shade range. So as you can tell, I'm a bit torn, but I will continue to use it. I'm very happy I have it in my collection, and it's hugely hyped, so maybe it's just not working out as magically for me. If you've tried this foundation, do let me know. As I'm speaking now, I can't actually stop looking at myself in the viewfinder because I'm trying to look at my skin, and I think it does look pretty good, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm kind of left in two minds about it. I will keep trying it. Maybe I'll check back in a few weeks after I've fully tried this for a while. So yeah, let me know your thoughts if you have tried this. I'm very intrigued to see what people actually really think, because it's easy to hype product, and because it's such a big brand, and if one famous person says they like it, everyone else thinks it's amazing. So if you've tried this, let me know your genuine thoughts on this. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.